Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man Probably presents another amazing episode of You Know What It Is, Comic Book Talk with Friends, Monday nights. Again, just fresh off of a very festive weekend, so to speak. Definitely had a good time in New York City. We did a lot. We had a good time. Was it Friday night? I think Friday night. Yeah, Friday night we went to a concert. We went to go see was it Robert Glasper and D Smoke. So that was a decent little spot, little joint that we had there. Friday. Oh no. Saturday had a celebration with a family member opening up a successful secondary dental practice in Harlem. So yes, definitely an eventful weekend and topped it off yesterday. Had a good time and back at it today. So, a little party lagged, but other than that, it's been good. So again, appreciate everybody's birthday wishes. Everything that came through over the weekend, the big 5-0 came off. It came and it's here and we're good to go. So again, thanks everybody out there. But tonight we're gonna have an amazing show. As you already know, we're gonna be talking about your boy Dan Moore, the artist Dan Moore. Loki season 2, episode 4. Dope ass episode. This show continues to impress me. I can't wait to see where it goes. Again, Jonathan Majors, he's doing his thing. We're gonna also talk about Spider-Man, the game itself. Does it live up to expectations based on some of the reviews and things that we've gotten from a lot of people?
Game is fire.
Yes, that's what I'm hearing. That game is incredible. I haven't gotten a chance to play it. I planned on doing it the past weekend, but too much going on. I hadn't had a chance to do it. But we will talk about that. And we're going to talk about a host of other things as well. Vinny, we're going to definitely talk about, I'm going to have you talk about the Invincibles, warming us up to season 2. So I definitely want to discuss that. But yeah, man, can't do it without bringing the boys in and everybody that represents the show each and every week. What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
What's up?
How's it going, good people?
That's going good. It's going good, man. How was your weekend? What y'all get into?
Man, I had kind of like a long weekend. I had last week I did AEW in Philly, and that was fun. We got to
That
see
looked
that
dope.
for the first time live.
Yeah.
I used to be a big fan of Ring of Honor back in the day, so I love Brian Danielson. Like that's my favorite all time. So I got to see him live one more time because he's on his retirement run.
Yeah.
And then this weekend, I got to spend some family time with my nephew and my sister's mom. We did some Halloween crafts and activities and stuff like that. And we'll be doing a trick or treat tomorrow. But I just got to catch up on finishing out Inktober. That's been like this 31-day, gauntlet. So I finished my last one today, so that way it's a little bit ahead of the game for tomorrow. And went to the printers and got some prints ready for this con I have coming up next weekend in Atlantic City. So I'll be doing that. It's called J1 Con. That's coming up this weekend. That's the longest running black owned comic convention in United States. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be in Atlantic City. So to me, I feel like even if the show doesn't do great, I'm still in AC, get to do a little gambling, look at the ocean. So that's always a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
But since I got all that stuff caught up and out the way, today was a rain day, and I got caught up in everything. And I was like, all right, now I'm free. Now I don't have any October distractions. So I went and copped Spider-Man 2. So I finally got to jump in and get in on it today too. So that was my afternoon, finally getting to jump on Spider-Man 2 and seeing what all the fuss is about. And of course, the previous ones are fire, and this one is no exception. It starts off crazy. I'm only about like an hour into the game,
Yo,
like game wise, because I'm swinging around just doing. I'm the type that does like every time, all the side missions and stuff like that. So it takes me a long time to beat the game because I get distracted easily by side shit. But just swinging around the city is incredible. It feels amazing. It looks amazing. It's fire. I can't wait to give it a bunch of my free time this week. So looking forward to that, and definitely looking forward to chopping it up about Loki and Man, Invincible season 2 is coming up, so we're gonna get into that later too, and talk about Moore. So,
Hmm.
of course,
Yes,
is
yes, yes.
good night. Talking comic book talks with y'all.
Hell yeah, man. It's definitely always good. But I do want to actually, put somebody on to something. Just because the first time it didn't work, don't mean the second time around it won't work. I know there's been talks and people have been wondering what's going on, and when it was going to actually come around, or if it was going to ever happen again. And good folks, I have to let you know that yes, we have. I know Vin Diesel didn't get it right. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people love Bloodshot, but we're gonna get it right this time. You already know what it is. Episode, or actually the second film, is going to be dropping. Yes, is
Oh God.
Is it?
Vincent Dunzel is
Is it?
definitely going to be done doing Bloodshot. So definitely this is going to be coming up.
Bloodshot 2.
Is it Bloodshot
Bloodshot.
2 Electric Boogaloo?
Bloodshot 2, bro.
Bloodshot
Bloodshot 2.
2 Electric Boogaloo. So
Boogaloo.
definitely that will be done and will be coming soon. So yeah, that's I just need to let everybody know that is definitely in the works and it is happening.
Vin Diesel walk so I can run.
That's it.
Definitely, man. Blazing Agent said, "Whoa, take my money now." Eddie Rodriguez said, "This was a random one." Luminar said, "Wow."
That's it. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Went to the vault.
Yeah. No, Brendan's he'll be back. He's taking a slight hiatus. He got some things to take care of, but you know what I mean. The man will be back eventually, so don't worry about it. Don't fake the funk. He'll be all right, man. Don't worry about it. We got your boy Renz Talentino says day one,
No doubt.
day one. Yeah, what I mean, so definitely that's insane, man. Jason, what's going on with you, bro?
Cooling, man. Had a great weekend. Did Disney Springs with the kids. Hung out there for the weekend, and I just chilled, working on a little business venture, trying to get this done. I'm waiting for some stuff to fall through with LLC stuff to get some stuff out there. You'll see. I'll let it
Hell
out.
yeah.
Let it be known soon. But other than
Yeah.
that, man, just living life, bro. That's it.
You got that LLC. I actually so okay, so Toya got my LLC, popping off last week for my
Hmm.
birthday. So yeah, some
Hmm.
big things coming down of we
That's what's
filtering
up.
down the pipeline. So just be prepared from that.
Yes, sir.
Who we got here? We got the Thor. Now, are you guys going to criticize the Loki show, or is it going to be a forum where only guys get to shine your opinions and everyone else can't?
I'm not
What?
sure what that means.
Who said
I'm
that?
not sure what that means, but yo, Loki season 2 is
It's been
incredible.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Season 1 was incredible, so there's no
Yeah, no
shit me
And,
complaints.
criticizing this because it is phenomenal. Both seasons to me have been
This,
incredible.
you know what? This is crazy.
yeah.
This is the
And
only
as oh
Marvel show that has had no filler episodes.
No
yeah.
filler. Everything has been it's
Everything's
been
been on point
repetition, bro. Everything
for
has been
both
on point.
seasons.
So
Yep.
yeah, Thor, like I don't want
Yeah.
you to feel as though you can't shine your opinion, and we give people out there a chance to basically voice their opinions. So don't think that you can't.
Absolutely. As
So
always, as long as our opinions are respectful, we love hearing different points of view from the
yeah,
chat.
yeah. If it's as long as like I said, everybody can keep it respectful. Definitely it's a space where you can actually have your opinions, and we want you to. I mean, that's
Yep.
the only way.
We praise stuff, we criticize stuff, we give our honest
Yeah,
opinion. We don't pull
yeah.
punches.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it doesn't sit well with me, doesn't mean it's not going to sit well with anybody else out there. We may not agree, you know what I mean? But I mean, in this case, I think we pleasantly agree because
Yeah.
again, this show is firing on all cylinders, and I'm thoroughly engaged. I mean, there hasn't been like one dull moment of this show. I've definitely enjoyed it. So yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I don't want you to think that you can't. And if you have any opinions about it, if you agree, share them, bro. Definitely,
Hmm.
we want to hear that. If you don't agree, share them. We want to hear that,
Right.
bro. It's the way it is. But yeah, thank you for being here, though, bro. Thank you for definitely being here, bro. Let's see who else we got here in the building. We got Eddie Rodriguez, 100%, man. Definitely so glad to have you here. We got Amber May in the building. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
We got Charlie the Unicorn, Dopo, Indiana Jones. Yo, finally, Hot Toys decided to go ahead and release that Indiana Jones, and it's made available. Isn't that finally?
Hmm. Hmm.
Definitely. We got Justin McFly, 100%. Definitely. Thank you for being here, bro, as always. Let's see who else we got here. Charlie the Unicorn. I had the exact same question, Dingleberry. What did Dingleberry, what did he say? What did he
It was
say? We're
about
gonna
Brendan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, bro. That's yeah, no, he's taking a hiatus because he got some things to do. Like, I mean, a lot of things come up. I mean, he has a business to run, so definitely, like I said, we want him to take some time out until we can get things in order and he'll be back. So definitely, it's only temporary. It's not something that's, going to be forever. But thank you for asking. And I'm pretty sure he thanks you for asking. So don't worry. Butt naked to be back. You know what I mean? Don't worry. So let's see who else we got here in the building. Renz Talentino, day one. Let me see who else we got. Blazing Asian, Eddie Rodriguez, Luminar is in the building. Who else we got here? Dingleberry, of course. We got, let me see here. Striker 47 is in the building. Thank you for being here. Who else we got? Lumi is in the building. Thank you for being here.
Was it
Loki
Lumi?
Collector is in the building. Let's see who else we got here. Malika Mabane is here as well. We got my man Tijuana Mike is in the building. What up, fam? How you doing, bro? Let's see who else that we got here, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got more people that are going to be flowing through here as well. But yeah, man. Great start to the week. And yes, we are going to talk about the guy. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, we always feature an artist of the week pretty much every week. And this guy goes without, again, this is somebody who pretty much his artistry. Now, here's the thing. It's like when we talk about artists, we talk about where they excel, and there's opinions on a lot of it. I think, when it comes to Dan and his work, what speaks highly about his work is his color, his attention to detail, and also his artistry. And I think that where he excels a lot with the Teen Titans. Like anything dealing with the Teen Titans, DC, he's killed it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pieces that basically, I mean, you'll see within the DC universe. And I think that, he's done such a phenomenal job. He's done a lot with, the X-Men, with the Avengers, but I think he's excelled the most, with DC when it comes to like his body of work and, what he's actually done throughout the years. Vinny, what you think about Dan's work, bro?
Definitely most known for excuse me, for DC work. Uh, for me, I've always loved his Batman. His line work is what always draws me to him. He has really sharp lines, really
Mm-hmm.
clean.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of Scott Williams, of Art Thibbert. Just really sharp lines, great hatching, great pen work,
Mm-hmm.
um, great detail. Not a lot of wasted, motion or space. It's great storytelling, but definitely most notable to me for his DC work. He has just amazing runs on with Batman and Wonder Woman, Teen Titans, Superman. Like
Oh,
that's
this
what
Titan
has
stuff.
always been his bread and butter to me. Like he's done some great stuff with Spider Man and some Marvel stuff, and he
Mm-hmm.
does really well with those projects. But I
Yeah.
feel like his DC stuff is just killer. Like his
Mm-hmm.
Batman is really good, and I love that his work is pretty. It's like it's subtle too. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
just very simple yet intricate. With it's not too it's not abstract. It's not really loud, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not really busy. It's just clean,
Mm-hmm.
like just straightforward to the point. Just like go to clockwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a clockwork artist. You can set your watch to him. It's clean
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
lines. Gets in there, tells a story, gets out. Doesn't really try to kind of go above and beyond wow and like super
Yeah.
complicated
Mm-hmm.
pieces or he's not like a Sinkovich where he's just doing something concept or high concept. It's
Yeah.
just you know
He's a comic book artist.
Yeah.
and
Like
the good thing
he's
about that
yeah.
Yeah.
is that's somebody who can meet a deadline. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some
Mm-hmm.
artists who do those things that
I have
is
that book.
abstract or like some of those guys have trouble meeting deadlines. Maybe they do a lot more covers than actual runs. This is somebody who you can count on to get you your book on time every month. and it looked clean, crisp. Like I said, great storytelling. Just it's I like a lot of different styles of art when it comes to comic books, and there's artists that really love their style, but I don't expect a Jay Lee to put out a book every month. I don't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But somebody like somebody like you know Gleason or Alan Davis or somebody like that, with the more realistic, straight up comic book style. They're going to meet your deadline. They're going to get your book flowing every single month. And his style is just clean, great lines, gets the job done, and always tells a great story. It's easy to follow along, easy to read, and he's does his job, like knocks it out of the park every time.
Mhm.
And like not super fanfare. This isn't somebody who's like gonna blow you away with every panel, but he's going to like draw you in and keep your attention, and
Mhm.
like do great work. So Dan Moore is like
Yeah.
really cool. I love his IG too. I love his presentations at his like comic book appearances, Comic Con
Mhm.
appearances. Like he's a comic book artist.
Yeah. That,
Yeah.
that that exactly. That's what he is. He's a comic book artist's comic book artist. Like, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because
Mhm.
Hmm.
again, he's his artistry strictly devoted towards capturing the character itself.
Yes.
Again, not a lot of overly over the top pizzazz,
Mhm.
Yeah,
but
Dingleberry, he does an
Crisp,
amazing
clean
Nightwing too.
lines. Crisp,
His
clean
Yeah, crisp,
lines.
clean lines.
yeah,
Dingleberry, yeah,
bro.
his Nightwing is
Mhm.
fire. His
Yeah.
Robin, all of his Robins are fire. Like he's,
Mhm.
if I can
The
Yeah,
do
Titans,
a
the way he
commission
does
for
the
it,
Titans, I mean, that's my
yeah.
favorite that he does with the Titan stuff.
bro. What he's done with the Teen Titans is
Mhm.
phenomenal work.
Mhm. Mhm.
Phenomenal work.
I love
Phenomenal
all his
color.
Titan stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the he's really versed into making sure that, I mean, again, like how he does Starfire, how he does
Mhm. Mhm.
Nightwing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's just basically his that's his forte. Like
Wonder
he's
Girl. I love
really,
it.
really, really good
Mhm.
at that, bro. He's
Mhm.
really good
Mhm.
at making it pop, but it
Yeah.
just becomes so meaningful.
Now, I like his X-Men stuff too, but to me, Titans is, man, like his Titan stuff is like trumping all his X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
Just the it just, I don't know, maybe he draws the X-Men like a different kind of style. It seems like the same, but it's just something about it. Look at this, man. Like, come on,
Mhm.
bro. Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
that's some of the tightest lines, bro. Just fresh, crisp lines. You
Yeah.
know, details there where it's supposed to be at. You can't. I have a lot of his stuff. I didn't even realize it until a couple of weeks ago, even before you mentioned him, bro. Like, damn more, damn more, damn more. This is what my
Yeah, bro.
Titans runs, man.
One of my favorite covers of his, that I can honestly say, like, here it is. When I say the Titans, this
Hmm.
right here, this
Oh yeah,
cover,
I have that
bro,
book.
it just
I have that book.
pops. It
Hmm.
definitely pops. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like the different number one, it's the detail of in it's the detail basically surrounding in the highlights around each individual
Bro,
character. Like we've already said, his line work,
look at his
but
Flash and Cyborg, bro.
yeah, bro,
Hmm.
They
yeah,
pull to the sides. I mean, I know
yeah,
Nightwing's in the middle and Raven's right behind him, but bro, I'm looking at Flash and
yeah,
Cyborg, like,
yeah, bro,
bro, psh,
yeah,
that cover is dope, man. I have that book
yeah,
too. Hmm.
yeah. He definitely is. Again, and yes, Blazing Asian, he definitely did
Hmm.
do Buffy. He
Yep.
did a couple runs on Buffy. As
Yep.
a matter of
Yep.
fact, I think he's doing there's an upcoming anniversary issue that he's actually going to be doing of Buffy, and he's actually he's doing there's the upcoming anniversary of Buffy, and then he's also doing, I think it's the Superman Millennial issue or something like that, that he has coming up. So it's a couple of different pieces, different books that he's going to be touching. He's like, again, a phenomenal artist. And the thing is, it's like, again, like we always talk about, like some of the work and books that we get. Jason, you touched on it, that we buy them, and I was just thinking about this, bro. Like we get a lot of books, but the problem is, like, for years we got it based off of the artistry, but never
Right.
really focused in on the
On the
artist
artist.
for say, like we
Right.
should
Right.
have.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And now that we're so more versed in it, and you can tell any individual's work,
Mm-hmm.
who does this, who does that, like the
Mm-hmm.
differences
Mm-hmm.
between. Yeah, definitely phenomenal, bro. What is his most famous character that he depicted in comics?
Damn.
Batman, Superman,
Batman,
the
Superman. Yep.
Titans,
Yep.
even basically, let me see here. So it was the Superman issue also with Brainiac. He does Brainiac
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
might as well say like most
His Wonder Woman
and
is dope too now.
Wonder. That's what I was about
Don't
to
sleep.
say. That's what
His
I was
Wonder
about to
Woman is
say.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Wonder
Yeah, I
Woman
sent
is
you a
Yeah.
dope.
couple more. His shit is fire, bro.
You sent me
But
you should
I
send me.
have
Yeah.
that book right there. I have that book.
Hold on. Let me
Yes.
actually go in here and take a look because yeah, he's no joke, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Definitely no joke. Let me see here. You just sent I think I just got him
Yeah.
here. Yeah, here
Yeah.
we
So
go.
that's sci-fi.
Hell
That's
yes.
fire.
Yeah, look at that,
Hell
man.
Oh
yes.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Look
fire.
at
Yeah.
that. Look at that, bro. Look at
Mm-hmm.
that. That
Mm-hmm.
is phenomenal, man. Wow.
And Barbara Gordon is smooth, boy.
Yes, yes. Yes,
Oh,
yes. Yes, yes.
that's dope.
Look at that, bro.
That's
Look at
dope.
Look
this.
at the motion.
Look at
How
that,
rare
Mm-hmm.
is
bro.
that? I
How
very
rare is
rarely
to
see
get
that.
yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not like you're using like a 3D capture or anything like that
Yeah.
back and
Nope.
forth. No. That's just the way. And the thing is,
Come
I've
on, man.
never
The way he draw Flash,
yeah,
dude. He's one of the best
yeah.
with Flash, yo.
Very unique.
Mm-hmm.
Very unique, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You what he
Yeah.
say? Do you have any critiques regarding his art? Any critiques? To be quite honest,
I
like
love his stuff,
I
man.
have none. And the reason why I
Mm-hmm.
don't really have none is because again, with him, it what you see is what you get. Artistry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like really, really good artistry. Like for him, it's just because he is a comic book artist. You
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
tell that he loves drawing comic book characters.
Mm-hmm.
To
Mm-hmm.
basically say that, okay, to say that he is he the best artist? No, but he's
Nah.
the best at what he does.
Yes.
And what I
Yep.
mean by that is
The
really
depictions.
capturing the depictions,
Mm-hmm.
but also bringing you the feel of what it is,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
experience of comic books. And that's what it's all about. The color palette, stuff like this is what you would want to see that you don't see often in books because everybody's so basically, involved with their interpretation, the artistry, but just creating a masterpiece outside of really tapping into the character itself.
Yeah.
And this is what he's done. That right there with the speed, you can tell it's incredible.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fading movement effect, yeah, impressive,
But
definitely.
what's also good about I like about his work, man, like some artists they when some lines are heavy handed. Like with
Mhm,
him, like you could tell like all his lines are smooth. I don't know,
mhm.
maybe I'm overseeing stuff, but like none of his lines are like heavy or too dark. I mean, am I saying that right, Vinny? Because like
No, that's
I
that's
just
what one
see,
of the first things I said was clean lines,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, his
And-
his his real smooth lines,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
that it's that's part of what helps him get in and out. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so, like you could couple that critique thing with more of like that's a subjective thing. Like if you like a more um, you know stylistic art
Mm-hmm.
style, it might not be for you. Like if you like something that's a little bit more abstract or water like or something like more cartoonist, like say Ed
Mm-hmm.
McGuinness, or if you
Yeah,
like it more
McGinnis.
abstract, like a Sinkovich, he might be not be for you because his style is more basic, and not basic in a bad way, but basic in a simplistic way to get the story moving and go. Some of those artists who have those more stylistic styles are slower to get their work out, and
Mm-hmm.
that is why you see a lot of artists who maybe aren't as talented as more but have a similar style because that style is, and not to say his style is really that simplistic, he just makes it like kind of look easy, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that more like straightforward clean lines, clean style is a little bit easier to do quick.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that helps you meet your deadline. So if you like
Yeah.
a more Alex Ross isn't going to get you a monthly title. He's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
could doing his style the way he does it.
Yeah.
Same thing
Nah.
with like same thing with like a Sinkovich. Like it's hard for him to do, or Frank Miller. It's hard for them to do a monthly book the
Mm-hmm.
way how unusual their
Super
style
detailed.
is. So if so that's more of a preference than really a critique, because if what I'm looking for is just like tell me a story, and with good art, that's I'm not going to have any problems with him. I'm not going to
Mhm.
expect,
Come on, look
to
at
be able
that.
to hang up every page on my wall. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So
yeah, yeah,
That
definitely.
Batman is amazing, dude.
yeah,
Like it's just, everything is such a clean,
cool.
even with the glass breaking, everything is so clean, so
Yeah.
crisp. Like you can't.
The cool
That's
thing
just
about
his
his
style.
Batman is if like you could tell a damn or a Batman, but he doesn't
Hmm.
do anything to the costumes to make them his.
No, no.
It's just a slight variance in his style and
Hmm.
the way he draws
Hmm.
his cowls and the way he
Hmm.
draws his noses. Everything's
Hmm.
super sharp. There's not a lot of curves. It's a lot of
Yeah,
it's subtle, sharp lines that is really kind of hard to explain, but
Hmm.
it, it's there's a difference there, and it's just definitely his
yeah.
style is
Do you think he takes the Titans more personal because it's the way he draws the Titans, bro? Like
He
he
he's
does the little variations and changes to their costumes that
Mhm.
the guy before didn't do. You know what I'm
well,
saying? Like to
he's
me,
he
makes
said
it
the
more
past that
personal.
his favorite character is Beast Boy. So
Oh well, see, yeah,
you know
okay,
what I
so that
mean?
explains it.
Just the way
Hmm.
he's able to basically interpret Beast Boy. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Also,
Like
keep in mind, Jay, like when
yeah,
you are artists and you get put on a book like Teen Titans, they're
Hmm.
gonna let you play more than a book like
Hmm.
Batman.
Hmm.
Book,
Hmm.
it's just
Hmm.
like the
yeah,
movies. If you get put on Batman, you probably got a lot more people watching you in the kitchen. You
Right.
get put on a book like Teen Titans, there's going to be less people telling you what to do
What to
because
do and how to
it's
do
not
it.
one of their top titles. You
Hmm.
can't go
yeah,
on Batman and just do whatever the fuck you want. That's their bread
Yeah.
and
yeah,
butter. They
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
on, like a Starfire solo book. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna
Hmm. Hmm.
expect it to fail. Like, yeah, just do something different to like draw attention. Same thing with Teen Titans. It's like sometimes they'll experiment more on books with that. Not that they always do with Teen Titans, but I'm sure that was one of the reasons they put him on there to try to do some different stuff and try to get more interest in
Come
that
on,
book
bro.
and let
Look
him
how
get more
he
creative.
does this, bro. His Robin is yo.
Yeah,
He
his
kills
Robins are
it.
great. All of his Robins, the way he
Yeah,
does
man.
Nightwing, the way he does
Yeah. Yeah.
Tim, like
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
yeah. He just like I said, it's with him clean work. You know what I mean? If you want clean work, then that's what you're gonna get with the Dan Moore. You know what I mean? Again, if you're looking for something more gritty, something less polished, if you're looking for more of a artistically creative approach, you know what I mean? It's not to say that his work
More
isn't
stylistic.
it's more stylistic and less
Give me like 2
expressive.
minutes, fellas.
You
I'll
know
be
what I
right back.
mean? Like it's not as expressive as it would be
Yeah,
for everything else, but
yeah,
still, he fits in, in that league. And again, like Vinny has been saying, if you want something done and you want to meet a quota each individual month, if you're dropping like a monthly title, then that's who you hire. You know what I mean? You put him to work. If you put him on basically a limited run, you're going to get that limited run fill. It's still going to be dope as fuck, but he's going to get that to you in such a timely manner. So definitely, he's dope. He's super dope. He's super dope. So a lot of you out there might actually have his work and don't really know it. But again, just go through a lot of your titles and you'll see it. You know what I mean? Definitely. Almost looks animated feel into these. Yeah, definitely it does. He has sort of like that feel to it. But again, I think what I like about his work again is because it feels like a comic book. It
Mhm.
feels like you're reading a book. You're following the pages and the stories. Basically, the artistry matches the story. And sometimes it's like, yo, you want to break away from, the more expressive, you know what I mean, titles. You want something that's going to be more direct. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. 1/6 scale, man, his style reminds me of Brian Still. Yeah, Still Freeze a bit, but a bit more organic and polished. Exactly, because
yep.
Brian though, Brian is like more of like the gritty pages, like it's colorful, but it's more like those gritty old style pages. But yeah, he's dope. He's dope too. So I definitely get that, bro. I see it. I see it. I definitely see it. But yeah, man. Thank you. Anybody out there again? If you don't know who Dan Moore is, you probably have some of his work, but definitely check him out
I
and pay
have this
homage to
book.
the guy. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I have so many of his. I have so much of his stuff, bro. I don't even realize what I
Put
have
that book
like
up again,
in my collection. Which one? This one?
or the one I just put
The
up?
one he just had? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. This one. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
I had so
Hell
much of
yeah.
his stuff I didn't realize. Like, it's crazy how we talk about all these artists, and you collect for so long, you collect for the stories, and then
Yeah.
you don't realize the guy's drawing it, or this is
Yeah.
important as the writing. It's like, damn, I have this, I
Definitely
have that, I
important.
have that.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. But yeah, shout out to Dan Moore. Great artist. That
Great
was our artist
artist.
feature of the week. Each and every week. Stay tuned next week. We'll have another one ready for you. Moving on, we're going to go straight to this. Vinny, you wanted to talk about Invincible and get
Yeah,
everybody
man.
basically prepped and ready for next season. Because the thing is, this next season, man, like, it, you haven't seen the trailer yet, right?
Nope.
Okay, don't. And here's the thing: is I've seen it, but I'm just like, okay, wow,
I
they are.
heard I heard one of the people they're using, which gives me a rough idea of the time frame of the arc that they're going to use, which makes sense. It has me excited to just knowing what's to come. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely be
I
prepared
haven't
because
watched
it's
any
it's
trailers
super.
yet. I might watch them when I get off.
Yeah, it's incredible, bro.
All
Definitely
right, bet.
incredible. So definitely take a look at it when you can because it's. I wouldn't advise Vinny to do it because
no,
I
He
really
ain't
want you
gonna
to
do
be
it.
surprised at what you're going to see. So
He
definitely.
ain't
I'm
gonna do it. He ain't
definitely
gonna do
holding off.
Yeah,
Plus,
but I wanted to share this tab. We're going to go definitely into it, man. Talk about it a little bit, bro. What are you excited about, man?
Yeah.
so I was up on Invincible like years and years ago, and I had read there was like a Ultimate Invincible, and it covered like the first 24 issues, and I got like the second one too. And I
Mm.
had read those, and it was great, and it was one of those times, where you get busy and you get distracted. And I remember thinking like, this is incredible. I can't wait, to read the rest of these. I'll probably get some more, trades of them and catch up. And the show dropped, and it kind of like refreshed my memory of how much I loved the books. And then the way the industry is, sometimes the trade paperbacks are like not very cost effective. Like they'll do the trades that are pretty much close to the issue size, or like you might see a trade with just like 4 issues or 6 issues, and you want to read like a bigger bulk at once. And one of the cool things Image does is they have ultimate editions, but they also have these things called compendiums. So Invincible is finite. It's one of the great things about Invincible. There's 144 issues, and they've collected them all into three compendiums. So you got Compendium One, and you got Compendium Two. These things are massive,
Yeah, that's
and
huge.
you got Compendium Three, and
Damn.
they are.
Let me bring you up real quick.
Yeah, I'll show you the first one, and this is the first compendium, and it seems intimidating, but trust me, you want to pick these books up.
Damn.
They are in 30 plus years I've been reading comics. It's one of the funnest runs I've ever read.
I
So
only
like
have zero and
I
four.
tore through these. Like people talk about novels that you can't put down. That's how
Mm.
Yeah.
it was with those compendiums. I just like zoom right through it. I have some images from the comics to go over, and Adam Eve is such a amazing character. I kind of want to avoid talking about the story arc that's about to come up for season two. Which, by the way, one of the reasons why we're talking about this is season two drops on Friday, November 3rd, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be split up into two parts. So it's going to have half the season in November, and then the other half will be early spring
Now, are they
next
going to
season.
drop it to binge this first half, or is it going to be like
Probably
weekly?
not. It's on Amazon, so they'll probably drop like a couple
Yeah,
episodes. That's
yeah.
how they typically do. I doubt they'll drop the whole season to binge. Whole first half of the season to binge even. But the the first season kind of cherry picked a little bit to try to switch around how they told the first story. Like for instance, minor spoiler for those who haven't watched it at all. I mean, but this is more so for people who have at least seen the first season. That end of the episode one, that fight took place much further down in the comics, like 12 issues in or something like that. And they switched that up to get people on the hook because they knew that once you watch episode one,
Mm-hmm.
either you were on board or you weren't going to like it. You know, like there's some shows where it's like, oh, wait to season 6, you're gonna love it. And it's like, nah, if I gotta wait to season 6, I ain't fucking with it. But
Mm-hmm.
this, they wanted one of their big moments to be with the first episode, and then of course, great moments throughout the first season. Some of those took place outside the first original 12 issues of the story, but they, you know, they flowed with the times a little bit there, but it made sense. And then another huge moment at the finale of season 1. And for those who've read the books, there is uh, numerous controversial and incredible things that happen and fights that happen that a lot of readers were worried would even make it to the show because of how, let's just say, taboo some of those
Graphic.
issues
Mm-hmm.
are. Not
Mm-hmm.
just graphic, but some of the content matter was stuff that we
Mm-hmm.
didn't think that Amazon might want to touch. And Robert Kirkman has said since day one they haven't given him any notes. Like they haven't said no to anything, nothing
Oh,
but
that's good.
positive things. They haven't
Yeah.
told him we can't do this to anything. So there's some things coming that either will be in season 2 or shortly thereafter that will be very, very, you know, controversial and eyebrow raising, and a lot of viewers, readers can't wait to see. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Eddie. For the
Yep.
most part, the only thing they've done is really like switch some timeline things around. So there's a few things that happen, like like for instance, when Omni Man was on that planet and destroyed all those aliens, he was there for a lot longer than they played it
Mhm.
off on the show. Like he was there for like a couple. The, you know, time moves slower there. He was there for like a couple years to him, and then but he came back and like that later that night, and they didn't really like elaborate and flesh that out in the show. So there's
Oh, yeah.
really,
They didn't say that. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so it was really minor differences like that,
Mm-hmm.
and timeline stuff. Like some of the fights happen a little bit out of sequence, but that's a pacing thing for
Mm-hmm.
the show because obviously readers have more patience than Johnny Casual watching a show on TV. Like comic book readers typically, you know, they'll wait longer for a payoff for a moment to happen. So there's some stuff in the book that you know, happens in different, there's different timing, different beats, and there's some stuff that Amazon does that, you know, make characters better. Make, you know, like I think that I liked Adam Eve on the show quicker than I wound up liking her in the comic.
In
The
the
comic,
book.
she's
Mm-hmm.
great, but it took a
Mm-hmm.
little it took a minute to like really warm up to her in the comic, and whereas on the show she was incredible. Um, but you're gonna see more incredible battle beast moments. Uh, I'm not gonna really get into what we see from Omni Man, but I will spoil this and not say like you will see Omni Man again. He isn't just
Oh,
he ain't just
man.
whoop his ass and then leave
And
forever.
then leave. Yeah,
You're going
nah.
to see him again. You're going to see uh, Mark um, knock down one of the biggest like criticisms of the show, and I wish people like who have criticized this have read the comics is just that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they ironically call it Invincible and he's always getting his ass whooped. But one of the cool
Mm-hmm.
things about this world is it's kind of like how humans train to be athletes. He has these gifts now, these powers, but he has to train. So it's
Mm-hmm.
basically like someone who, you know, can throw a football just getting put in the middle of the Super Bowl and getting his ass beat because he's never like really
He
trained
has the
yet. So
talent, but he has
he
the
Mm-hmm.
has the
skill, but he
talent,
hasn't
but
been trained.
But see,
he just got lumped in because typically those Viltrumites get their power at a much younger
Viltrumites.
age. So
Mm-hmm.
he should have been training him, but he like Nolan thought his son wasn't going to ever become, you know, get his powers, so he didn't really push him. So now that he has his powers, he will train and train and he'll get stronger and stronger. Also, uh, their physiology, the more that they get beat up, the stronger they become. Kind of like a human bone, when it breaks, it then is
Mm-hmm.
ironically stronger. Like
Yeah.
that's their physiology. So as much as he's getting his ass whooped, it literally is helping him in an ironic way. So by the end of the comic, yeah, he earns his, you know, title a lot more. We get to see some amazing villains. This book has some of the best villains I've ever read. They're interesting. They're violent. They're
Mm-hmm.
um, just there's so many different types of stories that this book pulls off to, and man, I cannot wait to see a lot of these stories like translated to this cartoon, this animation, and
Mhm.
there's so many great characters like Dinosaur, Angstrom Levy, and Conquest. When Conquest shows up, it's one of the moments everybody who's read it has been waiting for. So if anyone can't wait and wants to read ahead, I highly, highly recommend reading these books. And then Robert Kirkman has said that he sees it possible that they will be able to translate the comics into about 7 or 8 seasons of the show. It won't be something
Oh,
that
that's
they
great.
milk. Yeah,
It
he
just
does.
my thing is, bro, it
He,
That's
just
great.
takes them so long
well,
to
okay,
do it, and
so
I get it, I
But the
typical
understand,
animation,
but
show.
it's the
damn,
animation part
But a
behind it though.
typical
yeah,
show, like a typical animated show, will
Hmm.
do a season and then already be working on the next
The
season. But the
next one,
problem is
yeah.
they didn't get greenlit for season 2 until season 1 was already done, so they didn't even start. And then they
mhm,
decided to do 2 and 3 together. So that is
Yeah.
what made it a 3 4 year process.
Hmm.
But 2 and 3 was worked on at the same time. So the gap
Oh, okay,
between
that's good.
2 and 3 won't be nearly as long as between 1 and 2 because now the ball
Hmm.
is rolling and Amazon
mhm,
knows it's a hit. So now they're not pussyfooting around. Now they're just like, all right, go ahead, y'all got it. But they didn't have that confidence at first. They kind of had
yeah,
to.
And you
They
see,
could wait and see.
I don't think Amazon will fight them too much. I mean, you got the boys on here. Like, come on, bro. The boys and Gen V.
The
Like,
boys is
mhm,
come
a
on,
great.
bro.
The boys is a great litmus test for a show because it's like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
As it goes to show, like if they let them get away with that, they're gonna
Well,
let
yeah.
Invincible get away with most of the stuff
They
too.
have
So
to. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so Kirkman is looking at them giving him about 7 8 seasons to tell the whole story, and that's another great thing about this. It's not like Walking Dead where they have to keep coming up with shit to keep on pace with where the books are because the books are ongoing. Invincible is finite; it's already over, so they can. It has a beginning, middle, and end. So to me, that's a super positive thing because they're not going to stretch it out and milk it. They're just going to tell the story. So so I'm super excited for a lot of those arcs and how they transfer them over to the small screen. And if for those of you who have seen the Adam Eve 1 hour special, like that's a great sign that they're still with their on point with what they want to do with the show and translate it to to the animation. So highly recommend checking out those books, pick up those compendiums and get them at like Amazon or whatever, or or your local comic book brick and mortar, see if they got them for you, and definitely recommend checking those out. It's some of the funnest read that I've had since I've been reading comics. Like I don't get to read as much as I used to back in the day, but that had me absolutely hooked. It's such a great title.
yeah.
Can't wait
It
for
is.
Friday.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, it's like that Adam Eve tease, that we actually
Hmm.
got, which it does in a sense sort of like set up, a lot. But at the same time, I think it's more that people have been waiting for this. People
Hmm.
have basically wanted this particular season, so it wasn't as much emphasis on it, even though it was good.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of emphasis on it, like it could have been. You know what I mean? But again, now that we know that this season is dropping this Friday,
Yep,
people are going to
November
definitely
3rd.
be
Yeah, man.
excited.
Yeah.
I know I'm
This
excited
is.
about it. I can't wait.
Yeah. I can't wait
Hmm.
for
Uh,
this, man.
yeah, like everybody's basically been waiting for it. So again, it is something that we are definitely looking forward to. And yeah, man, it's going to be
It's
on
like
point.
with this book, this show. It's like, I'm a huge Superman fan. That's my number one.
Mhm.
And
Hmm.
to see a cat like Omni Man, like just be like, almost on the level of Clark, and just be totally like not
Yeah,
giving a
bro.
damn, bro. Like that. That's kind of
Yeah,
appealing to me.
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So like that, I remember I when the Invincible first dropped, I think I got 0 to 4 the first couple books, and I stopped reading it. I don't know why I started reading that damn book, but I got the first 0 to 4 of
Hmm.
that book, and I liked it, bro. Like I really liked the fact that this cat is, something like from Krypton. He got he's a Viltrumite, and their power sets are almost similar, bro. I don't
Yeah.
mind that. I don't mind it because it's an original character.
Hmm.
They got their own original background, their own original story and
It's their
universe.
own spin
That's
on it.
dope,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro. That's dope. I like when you can have somebody that appreciates Superman and goes and make his own character, or own version of super character, and they have their own universe, their own setup, their own everything, bro. I love the originality of this show and this book, though. Like, this is a good. I might get back into Invincible. Matter of fact,
Yeah, and
I
there's
might
so
do
many
that
great
about
supporting
Friday.
characters too. There's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
amazing supporting
yeah,
characters like
yeah.
Alan the Alien and Robot and all of them. Is like just a lot of great characters too. So there's so much for different people. It's fire. I can't wait for season 2.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I think the setup for it and the and I'm glad it's Friday.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Alan
it's
the Alien.
Friday
Yeah.
because you get a chance to just sit back, relax. You know what? I have Saturday off, and this is going to be a relaxing weekend for me. Last weekend, whew, man, it was a lot. You know what I mean? It was a lot of walking around, driving around, and partying and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, it was incredible.
When you
So
need weekend from your weekend.
yeah, it's definitely a weekend from the weekend. So definitely I'm excited about this season. Can't wait. Again, Invincible's coming out this Friday, season 2. Make sure you are locked in. Amazon. You already know what it is, man. Let's go. Definitely can't wait for it. Moving on, we're gonna talk about this, bro. We gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this, man.
Hmm.
This was the final image that we saw. And I wanted to start here first, but this is the final image that we saw from Loki season 2, episode 4. And right here, you can see the absolute terror on his face as he knows what it is to come and what is happening. Yo, this episode, I think, was like it was sort of like a fear factor type of episode because there was a lot that went on in this episode that was like, yo, they
Yeah.
are pulling no punches. And on top of that, you get a chance to see how diabolically dangerous and sadistic that a AI such as Miss Minutes is. You know what I mean? And how fearful that character. We didn't they were like during the look at the first season, everybody was like, yo, this character is there's something about it. But now we know and we see it in this season. But yo, I have to say off the bat, I have thoroughly and this is just me saying this, aside from WandaVision, because WandaVision was just that platform for one of the best Disney shows, Disney Plus Marvel shows. I have to say that this season, and even the last season, I enjoyed both seasons, but this season is some of the dopest Disney Plus content, Marvel, that I've seen, even outshining some of the movie releases that I've seen so far.
Hmm.
It has been such an incredible ride. I've been invested in characters, Mobius or Boris, Sylvie, Loki. You know what I mean? Like, of course, Jonathan Majors as Victor Timely. Like, yo, it has been an incredible ride. And the thing is, it's like, yo, we are on episode 4. There's how many episodes are there? 6 or 8?
I don't know.
Anybody out there, tell me how many episodes this is. It's like 6 episodes, and that means we only got 2 more episodes left, or is it 8? I'm not really sure. But I have definitely enjoyed everything that I've actually gotten from this season. It has been
6.
incredible. 6 episodes.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, six. So we only got 2 episodes left, bro. Like
Yeah.
2. Like, what's your thoughts, V?
I'm with you in that. This show has been incredible and one of the best things that they've done. In recent phases. In phase 4, it's ironic to me because again, I've always been kind of on Loki as a villain in the MCU, and but one of the reasons is I feel like they depowered him and took forever to blow him up, get him to his power scaling where it should be. And one of the reasons I like this show so much is his power set is where it should be, and so we get to see him being just as much clever and creative, but with his powers. So I've been waiting a long time for that, and the show does has so much going on. Like there's not much room for dull moments because there's always it's intense. I think that's one of the best ways to describe this show because it's a constant state of urgency. It's like everything's falling apart all the time, and it just doesn't let up. So it's really really intense all around. Loki's just been amazing in the show so far. Jonathan Majors has been just putting on a
Phenomenal.
clinic, just putting on a
Phenomenal.
clinic, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I love just all the the simple things along the way. Like Miss Minutes is such a great, bizarre character. I mean,
Evil. Mm-hmm.
it's really cool because it's like it's a silly cartoon clock, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
imagine an evil cartoon character in real life. Like imagine
Mm-hmm.
it's like a Looney Tunes character able to
Mm-hmm.
hurt you in real
Mm-hmm.
life. You know what I mean? That could really
Mm-hmm.
drop an anvil on you in real life. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
so we got to see just how dangerous he is, and man, this goes to show like how many different points of media do we need to tell us that AI is something we shouldn't be playing around with
Exactly.
before we get the point.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
love this moment here. Jonathan Majors is like has a cheat code in kind of a paradox way. Like he has a book
Mm-hmm.
that tells him how to to create the TVA, and yet he was the one to kind of give it to himself. So it's like this: what came first, chicken or the egg type of
It's
thing.
crazy.
So there's some ideas that he
Yeah.
didn't come up with in that moment that
Mm-hmm.
were his in another moment. So it's like some of the stuff. It's like he told himself how to build these things, but there's stuff like that contraption that he created in
Ouroboros.
civil, in the dark, in 1900s when they didn't even have coffee machines yet and hot chocolate machines. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
wowed by that, whereas he just made a contraption that can,
Mm-hmm.
help control a loom that controls time. It's like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you're impressed by like a toaster. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
A
it's
boy from
bizarre.
1860.
Yeah, it's like it's
Mm-hmm.
hilarious the differences of what he's impressed by, despite what he's able to create himself. But
Mm-hmm.
I love that about him. It's just like that insatiable quest, thirst for knowledge and control. Like he wants, so much to, create
Hmm.
so much amazing stuff in the show. This episode was insane. The box like crushing everybody. Like yo, man.
Bro, that's what this moment was, and how she stood there, like literally,
She was smiling, dog.
bro.
Smiling.
But
The AI
He
was
was.
smiling, bro.
the AI was literally enjoying
She's worse than
watching the
Ultron. She
bodies
is worse than Ultron, bro.
bro, like literally
Mm-hmm.
the sheer
Mm-hmm.
enjoyment
Mm-hmm.
of,
Yeah.
and the thing is, you didn't have to. Now, okay, so visually we would have wanted to see it.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I
I
want to see it.
mean, you would have wanted to see something like that happen,
Yeah, yeah.
but just based off of their expression in
Mm-hmm.
general, you knew that
Yep.
something what they were seeing, it just like, and then the thing is, you see the box, and then you see like the drain
Yep.
Mhm.
vents that were there. It's like,
But
wow.
Renslayer was cold as ice too. She didn't. She didn't crack up. She
Nah,
didn't bust a sweat. She
nah,
watched them die, bro.
nope, nope, not at
You
all,
either with
bro.
me or you're against me. She didn't care. She didn't give a damn,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Like literally, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the thing is, it's like now we have two sides playing each other. And it
Mm-hmm.
seems like
Mm-hmm.
it might even be four sides because again, it would be a damn trip like if in fact Loki, bro, was again playing a side where he's been stringing us along for the
Well,
longest time, believing that he was
dude,
this, you know what I mean?
if
It
they
would be
do
incredible,
this,
bro. Yeah.
it'll be back to the comics to story God, was it story God Loki, or where he was at the end of time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He was like a god at the end of time, and
Yeah.
he controlled all the stories in the universe.
Yeah.
So it was like it could end up with him being like the new He who remains.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because he
saying?
has the book where
He has the book.
he's become the narrator. Like he
Right.
actually has the power to
Right.
tell stories or
Right.
narrate certain
And that's
stories
right from the comics,
in his
bro.
will. Yeah, bro.
That's right
Like
from the comics.
it
Yeah,
So,
the
is.
the way that it ends, it just has me feel like we're about to see
dude,
another glorious purpose moment. It looks
that's what.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Right.
Loki's gonna stop whatever's coming from just tapping into, like, he's about to show out.
Dude, what if this is like the part I think they talked about it in Thor, where like before the Big Bang, like when they had the dark elves, when there was nothingness.
Yeah.
So you got Null out there somewhere in the
Yeah.
dark. You got
Yeah.
the dark elves out there somewhere in the dark. I hope we get to see something, just like a piece of maybe the dark elves come through somewhere or something like that in this next episode, or Null or whatever, something, bro. Because
Yeah.
that would be, because now you're starting over. Like it's a reset button now, because the whole time, all the timelines just went kaput at the end. But
Yeah.
I think
That's such a
they're
bro,
just
that's
in
such a
darkness right
crazy
now.
thing. Like, I wonder if that's like a Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch situation where
Mm.
Marvel and Sony both have a claim to Null,
Oh well, see, I didn't know. I don't know if Sony still has.
because Sony has plans to make a Null of the Venom 3 villain,
Yeah.
and
Oh my god, dude, they're gonna ruin it. They're gonna ruin it.
I don't want to get into how horrible that's going to be. Enough said on
Oh
that.
my
But
god.
Null is also like a Marvel, more of a Marvel character to me than a fucking Spider-Man
Then the
character. So
Spider-Man
Yeah.
character, yeah, yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
ruin it. If they get a hold of it, they're gonna ruin it, bro. But no, just to have, because Null was there before the Big Bang, so he was out there in the dark, in the nothingness with the dark elf. So it would be cool if they did when they reboot everything, which I know they are. They're gonna fix the time and bring it back somehow. That man right there in the middle is gonna do something where he brings those timelines back online somehow. Because look, Miss Minutes already got rebooted, so
Yeah.
she's back to playing chess right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
She was in the
So
middle of of rebooting. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And the thing that she actually said before rebooted was like, "You will never be
you'll
him."
never
You
be
know what I
him.
mean? Him.
Ooh, it
So
makes me mad.
again, bro, when that came in, it's just like again, her feeling betrayed because
Yeah,
again, her wanting to be more. It's like, look, wanting to have a body.
she wants to be his girl.
Yeah,
I
bro.
was like, you little
Yeah,
evil bastard.
yeah, bro. It's incredible.
the crazy
Like,
thing is, like, she's mad at a version of Kane that doesn't even know her
Doesn't even
yet,
know her yet.
yeah,
and
Exactly.
taking it. It's kind of like if you went back in time and met your girl before y'all knew each other, and she gave you the cold shoulder. And it's like, all right, bitch, I'm cheating on you. It's like, wait,
Right.
that person doesn't even know you yet.
Don't even
yeah,
know you yet.
You know what I mean? Like,
Don't even know
it
you
makes
yet.
yeah, bro.
it makes sense that this that Victor Timely would treat her with more reservation than
Yeah,
he who remains.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's the thing. Is it's like, but it's like knowing what we know about Kang, even from source material. It's always his job to be a step ahead, to go back to tell his past, present, or even future self how to survive. You know what I mean? And it's all because of his own purpose. And the thing is, what we discovered, and here's where I didn't think about this, because where time was in balance in the incursion took place, even when we saw a lot of this happening with time in Quantum Mania, the different variant versions, once they got too close,
Mm-hmm.
the versions that we actually saw were different versions of Scott Lang.
Yeah, they
This
got
is what I believe
spaghetti.
what we're seeing now are different versions of Victor Tom or Kang himself, that he who
Right.
remains Victor Tom. We're seeing different versions, and even basically like his coded imprint. Once we saw this particular scene happen, which was gruesome
Mm-hmm.
as fuck, when we
Mm-hmm.
saw this happen,
Yep.
again, his time imprint scattered. So we might see
Yeah.
that actually, you know what I
I
mean?
don't
His
think Timely is dead, bro. I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's gone.
you don't think so?
Nah, I think somehow, or because that's his essence. That's when that's because the reason why he spaghettied out is because he was too close to all the time energy, the energy from the timeline breaking down. So it's like, I guess it's like radioactive, but I don't think that he's dead, bro. I think his energy just is going to go somewhere else. I think
Well, see, the thing is part of me even thinks that Loki, because we know that he has, and which we haven't seen since the first episode, how he can skip through
he's
time,
gonna
past, present,
be.
and future.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm
Yep.
wondering in that very moment if it
He goes saves
triggers
him or something.
and he goes back and
Mm-hmm.
starts this whole thing over again
Mm-hmm.
before the
Mm-hmm.
TVA. And I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to go
Mm-hmm.
back before the TVA gets to this particular moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because before there's, that level where it's imbalance and it destroys everything and it's
Mm-hmm.
unstable, I think that he's going to go back before all of this actually happens and figures out, what needs to be
Mm-hmm.
done. Because
That's
again, like there's certain things that we haven't seen, like even, well, sorry, Vinny, you haven't watched it, but there's
yeah.
certain things from the
Yeah.
trailer we haven't seen yet. So that's what leads me to believe they will.
That's what makes the whole pruning the timeline branch is such an interesting concept, because it's not
Mm-hmm.
so much that he is like going back in time to like stop a family member dying and it doesn't work, so he's trying a different way. He's going
Mhm.
back in time and basically helping train and power up himself
Mm-hmm.
in different
Mm-hmm.
ways. And it's almost like, all right, well, when I turn out this way, that's not good for me. So I'm gonna prune that branch. When I turn out this way, that is good for me. So I'm gonna keep,
Yep.
this. So the that's how we're seeing. So, that's the setup to how we get to the Council of Kings, how many different ways, because
Yeah.
he constantly going back and helping out his earlier self, so that way he's not learning things organically, all the different ways that messed everything up. It's
Mm-hmm.
such an interesting concept, because
Yeah.
But dude,
it's
how
like,
many times do we have shows that are better than the Marvel movies? Like this show, season 1 and
since
2 have
COVID.
been better than, yeah, exactly, dog. Like this show right here is better than Ant-Man. The last one, like this is shitting on that movie to me. Excuse my
Yeah.
French.
Yeah.
Even last season is shitting on the Ant-Man movie. Like,
But you know
Well,
what? It's crazy because even watching this season, this season of Loki, I actually
mm-hmm.
went back and watched Quantumania because I
Yep.
wanted to actually kind of piece certain things together. And that's the question I wanted to ask you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think by the end of this season,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to see again the Council of Kings?
I
Do you think it's
think
a possibility?
I think we might get a peek at the Universal War a little bit, because they showed a little bit of it
yeah, I
in
think they want to
Quantumania.
remind people that that's coming.
Yeah, so we
I don't
might get
think
Yeah.
a
they
peek
want.
of
I
a
don't think they
peek
want to
of it.
rely on Quantumania for that to be the
Right,
only hint that was coming.
right,
And
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I think the big
What
difference
up,
here
Booty
with
Doc?
King.
Quantumania,
Yeah.
I think the big
Yeah.
Yeah,
difference here with Quantumania is like, I feel like um I'm absolutely captivated when Jonathan Majors is on screen doing his thing, but
yeah.
yet I'm enjoying the other aspects of the show too. However,
Oh, I
with,
forgot
with
about that MWJ. There were
What?
metal chairs in that damn thing
yeah,
too, bro.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go
Oh,
ahead,
when they were
though.
in there, when they were in the room.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
ow. Go
Yeah,
ahead, bro.
they
Keep
got
on,
stabbed and
Vinny.
everything. They got fucked up.
Yeah, shut down all the trash compactors on the detention level.
Yeah.
Wow,
Shut down
Shut
all
down.
the trash compactors on
damn,
the
bro.
detention level.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
crazy. I
Curse
forgot
my
about the
metal
Ooh.
chairs.
body, I wasn't fast enough. Yeah, they got scorched like a
Yo,
motherfucker. Like,
damn.
They got
that's a
destroyed.
bad way to go. That's a
But
bad
you
way to
know
go.
what? They have to give us a peek of that again, bro. Because in Mania, we only got a little glimpse of that little
Yeah.
the war, that Kang War. So they got to show a little bit of that, I think, at the end. Or do you think we're going to end with like Loki and like the what
Oh,
was it that remember in the comics when Loki went and got some heroes from different universes to form the
yeah.
Avengers?
Yeah.
Maybe we get
Yeah.
some of that.
The thing is, it's going to be interesting to see. Now, Charlie, yeah, Ren's,
Once
I
again, we're
don't
Oh,
down
know.
to 2 episodes with a
that's
whole
bad,
lot
Charlie.
to explain. But unlike most shows, is like we know that they're just springboarding into the next thing. This is
Yeah,
not going. We know that this will not be wrapped up at the end of the
yeah,
season. We know that
yeah.
whatever they do with this, it's just a piece of the puzzle that we keep getting, more pieces of. We don't even know how many pieces it's going to be. Like, we don't even know if it's going to wrap up in Kang Dynasty. This could
Yeah.
go into Secret War.
Mhm. Definitely it could. It most definitely could, bro. You never know, but so far, bro, I don't want this season to end. That's how good it is, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want it to end. I have thoroughly enjoyed everything to the point where, yo, Jay, like, bro, I unboxed. I finally took outside the box my Loki, my Sylvie, and then my 2012 Loki to do a take your position on, and I'm gonna put them up.
My junk over there, boy.
Bro,
You be sleeping on your figures,
I
bro.
know,
Like,
bro. It's
I
because
don't know why, dog. Like, you got like 100 figures in the boxes, bro. Like,
no, I don't.
and you talk about me. I have
No, no, don't.
367
No, I
figures.
don't. I don't got 100 figures in the boxes. All my figures are out.
Bro,
It's just that I'm going through as I get them, bro. Like, yeah,
this
bro. It
dude,
just takes a minute.
Vinny, bro. This cat will sit on figures for like 2-3 months before you open them, bro.
I can't criticize them. You know how many comics I have to read?
Y'all terrible, bro. When I get something, I
I
gotta
got
read it
years.
that day. I gotta read it that day, or I gotta open my shit up that day, bro.
No.
Bro, I
Bro,
wish
I
You know
was
why
had.
though?
putting
It's
that
because
work.
I don't want to kind of like I don't want to I don't like kind of doing shit. Like if I had a figure that came and like I only had a little bit of time free time, I don't want to
Yeah,
just like hurry up and rush to open just to say I did it. I want to be able to like
man,
when I got that
I
loot,
got to open
I
it, bro.
wasn't trying to just
Stop
open it in
playing.
this little free time I had. I wanted to like cherish it.
See, Toya telling on you, bro. She right. I know you got like 1,000 in there, bro, in the
I don't have
box.
1,000 figures, bro.
Come on, dog.
Bro, I got
This
like
dude,
maybe
bro.
in the box right now. Honestly, I probably got
Listen,
maybe
Lumi gets
eight.
on, bro,
Huh?
on Figure Flex. Lumi would cuss Lyle out, but not opening his stuff, bro. How long did you when you're sitting on Cyborg and Lumi was getting on you on the show for like what? You had Cyborg for like 3 months.
Look,
3
man,
months.
he wants to make it Box Flex Friday.
Exactly, bro. He need
That's
to
fine. I'd be
another
the same
show.
way. Look how many figures he gets. Shit.
Figure Saturdays. Open boxes with Lyle.
Bro.
Knock him out the box, Rick.
Hey,
Knock
but
him out, Rick.
here's the
Knock
thing.
him
Check
out
it
the
out though.
box.
Check it out though. Check it out though. So here's the
Oh,
thing.
shit.
Y'all say that shit now, but once y'all see the masterpiece that I'm about to create, you're gonna be like, okay, it was worth the wait. How about that? Now, here we go. Charlie the Unicorn says a piece of information. Loki could assemble a multiverse Avengers team, which would
That's
tie
what I was
into
from the books.
yeah, bro. He
That's from the
could.
books.
He could. Loki could be the one through the TVA to go in and
He could
pluck certain
grab
heroes.
T'Challa. He could
He could
grab
start grabbing
RDJ.
individuals because he
Yep.
needs them. And we already
Yep.
know that it was Loki, even in the original title run. It was because
Yep.
of Loki that the Avengers were formed in the first fucking place.
In the first place, dog.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So again, he's just carrying on what we already know about the character and what he does. And that's what makes this show so interesting. Now, I thought that I was going to be upset with the turn that he's making right now. But the way they've explained it, it kind of makes sense. But who knows if he's going to keep up? And they already said that, yes, him and Thor are going to meet again.
In this show?
But this is a build, not in this show, probably not in this show. They're going to meet again, but they're building it up to their reunion. They didn't just want it to be like it was in the past films where he dies, comes back, you see him again in the next film.
I don't want that. I don't want
They
that.
wanted that long hiatus where he's really going through a deconstruction or reconstruction of himself first to get to that point, which does make sense. We just have to see it. Damn, he froze when he was about to talk.
Oh, well, I mean, what would a comic book talk with friends be if Jason didn't freeze at least once?
There you go. He came back. Bro, you froze for a second.
Damn, bro. Yo, I don't understand it, dog.
Bro, you froze for a long second. You was like, man,
this show is be set me up for failure sometime, bro. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. All right. Now I was
Leo's
saying,
froze. Look at you.
Now
look
he
at you.
froze. Look at him. Look at him.
Yep. That's.
Then you come back just like that, bro. That's how it works. Then you come back just like that, bro. That's so funny, bro. You just freeze in mid conversation, and then you come back. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was hyped talking about Loki, bro. See what happened, dog?
Yeah.
So now I was saying like that'll be good for Thor to know that his brother, he got some piece of family that's alive somewhere out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That'd be good for him. I think if they meet somewhere in what's he got? Thor 4 coming up, right? It'd be 4,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
5.
Yeah,
Thor 5, and apparently it
five,
has
five.
nothing to
Yeah.
do with Taika Waititi
I'm
at
so happy. I'm
all.
so happy, bro.
At all. Taika Waititi has no touching.
I'm
That's
so
you know
happy.
what? Let's talk about that real quick, Vinny.
I know
Let's
he's
talk about
salty
that
too.
real quick, Vinny.
He's salty.
How do
He's
you
salty.
feel about Thor 5 with no Taika Waititi?
I'm so happy, bro.
You know how it makes me feel, bro? It feels real Kennedy-ish.
Kennedy is?
Real Disney Star Wars shit instead of Disney Marvel shit. That's really
Right.
frustrating to me. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't really want to see another, Thor Love and
I don't want
Thunder,
it.
but why is that a backlash decision instead of a creative decision? I don't want y'all making decisions based on what the fans want. I want y'all making decisions on what is. I want y'all to know that this sucks before we tell you it does. Why do you have to wait for the movie to bomb? Why didn't you know it was gonna
Mm,
bomb when you was looking at dailies?
mm, mm,
Why when you was looking at dailies of Thor
mm.
doing split drop kicks, like why didn't you say, oh, hold up, can we tone this down? Like, we get it.
Right, right,
Ragnarok was great, and it was part of the greatness was it was
right,
funny, but the whole point of the movie wasn't the fucking jokes.
right,
Taika, tone that shit down. That's what he needed. This is a great director, and I've shit on this movie tons,
right.
but I try not to shit on him because
He's a great director.
a
He's a
studio,
phenomenal director and,
But
and
he
an incredible
overdoes.
it
He
writer.
really
overdid
feels
it.
to
But
me.
I don't think he was the right choice for. Put it this way, no. Let me rephrase that. I think that again, what he did with Ragnarok was decent, and at first it took me a while to warm up to it, and I liked it.
Yeah.
But when they pulled the reins off of him and said, "Do what you want to do with this next
But did
film,"
they pull the reins off of him or tell him, give us more jokes? Like, for all we know, that they might have said, look, man, like, we
He
make it
overdid it.
even funnier. They might have told him, they might have set his ass up. They might have been like, yo, make it even funnier. They loved it. And then now he's the bad guy.
true. Malika Bang getting in them jokes now. Lael is a king of figure collecting. He may have his figures unpacked and posed at the end of
Box who remains.
Yeah. Here Malika McBain. Boom. That's fucked up. But no, here's the thing, bro. Like, it's all right. So here's where I kind of go with this, bro, because look, I don't have to go into how much I did not like the film. People know that already. I've said it time and time again. I hated Thor, Love and Thunder. Hated it. And I just felt as though, bro, like literally, there goes Jason again. He'll probably be back. But I think literally, bro, what they did was I can't put solely the blame on them because
I'm not
Taika
putting it all on
Waititi
them either. But
should
I'm saying them
know.
together, them
Yeah.
together, that was a bad combo. And I feel like, I guess basically my point is, if you bring in some other director and then tell him to make the shit funny, that's gonna be bad too. It should be more about, and that's part of what used to make
Yeah.
Marvel so great is the shit that people who are directors maybe don't like so much about working for Marvel, and that they have less control. So if you bring in, I mean, look, like, it's another parallel. I'm sorry, but
The
it's another
cancer
parallel
jokes.
to the sequels. It's you can't bring in Ryan Johnson and let him go make whatever shit he wanted to make that was different than what y'all was already doing, and then say, "Oh yeah, look at what he did, man. That's not what we wanted." Like,
Yeah.
if y'all aren't in charge, then who is? Shit, y'all are his boss. Y'all are supposed to be telling him, like, nah, that's not what we wanted.
Exactly.
So if you bring in another director and have that director make a goofy ass Thor 5, it won't matter that it wasn't Taiki. It's still the studio that is in control of these movies ultimately. Like, we just heard a homegirl from Marvel say it, like that wasn't really her film, to kind of cover her ass when the shit comes out, and that's gonna, if it's goofy that way, she could say, oh, it wasn't really me. But I want a dark, dope, amazing Thor movie too, with maybe some jokes here and there, but they have to get it together and find out what they want, because even Helmsworth is confusing as shit, yo. When Dark
Yeah, I
World came
know.
out, he was sour on it, and then 3 came out and it was funnier and more successful, and Hemsworth was like, "Thank God, I really just wanted to do something different because what was before was so serious and so stale, and I'm more of a humorous guy, and this just lets me be me, and I feel like this is such a better route that we're taking. I hope these movies just keep being funnier and funnier. It's so much interesting than being so serious all the time." Then 4 came out, and when it dropped, he was just like, I love this. I
Yeah.
get to be so funny, and this has had so much fun making this movie." Then it bombed, and everybody shat on it. And then he was like, "Man, I don't know why they keep making them funny." I had nothing to do with that. Like, motherfucker, like that
Mhm.
was you. You wanted to do it too. Don't act
Yeah.
because it didn't work. Now
Here,
all of a sudden
I
you Monday
Yeah,
morning quarterback and like that's not what you meant to do. Yeah, it is. It
I
just
get that,
yeah,
bro, but I can't
it's
take.
contradictory as hell, man. They don't know what they want to do with
I
Thor.
get.
Yeah,
Look, go
but
ahead, Jason. Go. What you gonna say, bro?
I can't take more no screaming ass goat. I don't want no more jokes about cancer. I don't want
And
none of the.
see,
It was
that's
just
the
too much,
part
bro.
of it right there that really upset me the most.
The
You
joking
had
around
two
about
Is that
you
cancer.
had
when
two
you
of their darkest
have
storyline arcs and they made jokes out of them.
and you
Yeah,
made fucking jokes
You
off
made a
of the
like
joke out
simple
of it.
fact,
You made a joke out of eternity.
and it
right,
and what
right.
and the other part of it that didn't make sense to me is that you have someone like Jane Foster.
Mm-hmm.
What is she? What is her occupation, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we know what her occupation is,
Mm-hmm.
which we know she's smarter than that,
As
bro.
hell. Yep.
She is
Yep.
smarter than that when it
Yeah,
comes to
her
how
be dumb.
serious that
Yep.
is.
Yep.
And you glossed over that shit
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as if it was damn near meaningless, bro.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yep.
some, and look, I get studio involvement, but at the same time, you have a director like Taika Waititi who should have fought for certain things to
Mm-hmm.
happen. And the thing is not to take it too, because here's the thing, bro. And I'm gonna tell you like this, and this is to be completely honest. We know his track record. We know
Mm-hmm.
basically his track record when it even comes to films. Now, look, he did give us Jojo Rabbit was a phenomenal film. I love the
Mm-hmm.
film. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
lie, it was a great film. We
Mm-hmm.
got Ragnarok. We got episodes of The Mandalorian that he's actually done that was great. We good.
They were
We
great.
we
Yep.
know, but the thing is, his mo is still comedy, bro.
Yep. Yep.
It is still fucking comedy. And what he did in this film was injected way too much
Too
comedy
much.
essence
Too
into
much.
certain topics that were serious,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you have a fucking character like Gore the God Butcher, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When you have that character, that is serious beats there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christian
Serious
Bale is the
beats.
only one who showed up to make a comic book movie. Everybody else showed up to make a comic book parody.
And
Yeah.
he did. If they would have even did Gore like he is in the comic, like that's not even. He don't have a human face, but they did it for Bale, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
But, bruh, Bale killed the essence of Gore. I wish
Yeah.
we would have saw him beating, fighting more of the guys he was going to go kill, like in the comics. But I mean, we didn't get that either. But it's like, bro, like,
And he was such a bigger threat to Thor. Like he
uh,
whooped Thor's ass
yep,
over and
yep,
over and over.
Yeah.
And then they had
yep,
in the first fight, Thor win. Like that even
wins,
goes against
yep,
typical comic book tropes. Like even
right.
a basic villain in a
He's
regular
supposed to
comic
get his
book
ass at
movie
least
beats the
once.
hero, and then the
Mm-hmm.
hero has to like, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
get stronger and beat the villain. They
But
had
you
him
would
get
have,
his ass kicked in the beginning. How you can have the villain get his ass kicked in the beginning of the movie and give you any kind of something to look forward to at the end? You're supposed to root for the hero, and the hero had already won at the beginning.
but you didn't have
Yeah.
time for that because all the filler with all the bullshit ass jokes that was in between took up that kind of time for that kind of even shutdown to even happen.
He tortured Thor for literally like almost a year. It took 3
Yep,
different versions of Thor
yep,
throughout time to
yep,
defeat Gore, and here it
yep.
was just like a
Five
Tuesday. It was
minutes,
just nothing.
5 minutes, 5 minutes. I beat you in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I
Then they
don't want
had
him messing with
they
no more
turned
Thor
they
projects, bro.
turned Eternity into Zotan from Big, like One Wish. Like that's not fucking Eternity.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, so let me ask you a question, Vinny. Do you think that with Thor 5, they can right the ship of this character of Thor? Do you think it's some type, or it can be some type of a reverse effect when it comes to this character? What do you think?
They even made a mockery of Zeus, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
Zeus was a
They
fat
made Zeus a
clown.
They made Zeus a clown.
Like, come on, bro.
Of course they can. I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. But I just don't know if the Marvel formula is where it needs to be right now, where they're smart enough to know what films to make serious films and what films to make family fun films. And the tricky part, and they've kind of boxed themselves into a corner here, is that Thor has very often been a serious character but that has turned into a franchise that's for a family friendly film.
Mhm.
And it's kind of hard to put that genie back in the bottle. It's kind of hard to go from Ragnarok, Love and Thunder, and then all of a sudden say, all right, now we're making another story that's like Dark World, but but more interesting or whatever. But it's kind of hard to go make a dark one now
But
after doing all that shit because then
Will we
you're,
believe them?
you know what I mean?
Will it be
yeah,
believable at that point?
I
It's
just you can't have the jokey shit. Like that's how to be
like to
toned
me,
down, bro.
you know what I would love? I would love like bring in Robert Eggers, make that shit like Northman. Like
Yeah,
when I watched
yeah,
Northman, I was like,
yeah,
yo, this is
yeah,
Thor on crack, yo.
yeah.
This is violent. This is time like a great period piece. This is incredible. But they're not gonna make a
I
movie like
think.
that. They're not gonna make a dark Excalibur Northman type,
Mhm.
Norse god film. They're going to make more of the same. I feel like they're going to it's gonna be bait and switch. They're gonna get rid of Taika Waititi, and they're gonna so that way, people who are comic book fans like us and who know and who blame him for Love and Thunder will be like, all right, it'll be different now. They got rid of Taika. And people who don't know anything past, casual viewership, it doesn't know the directors of these films. They're going to be like, "Oh, Thor, let's bring the kids. Let's go see it." So you got this is their plan to get us back, and they know that they didn't lose the people who bring their 6-year-olds and loved Love and Thunder. So this is just a business move. I feel like five might still be just as silly.
You think it will be?
Yep.
So you think you don't? So in essence, you're saying you don't think that there's a possibility of a redemption
I don't
arc.
think that they think silly is wrong. I think they think that kind of silly is wrong because they would never change like Guardians of the Galaxy to be in a more serious film if they ever had somebody else do another Guardians. Like they
Mhm.
would just say, "Let's make they're I guarantee you they're thinking, all right, let's make this more James Gunn funny than YTD funny."
Mm.
Hmm,
You know
hmm.
what though? I think
That's
we
my opinion. I could be wrong, and the next one could be dark, but I
yeah
doubt they ever go back to a dark Thor film. If they don't go dark
we
with a gore, if they didn't go dark with fucking Jane Foster dying from cancer and Gore the God Butcher
it
avenging
was a
his,
joke. It was a
avenging
joke,
not avenging his daughter because that's not even what the fuck his motivation was.
right?
His motivation was basically fuck religion because
Right.
if we need gods in order to behave and be good, then what is the point? The whole
Right.
point of killing the gods wasn't to bring back his daughter. The point was we need to be good people just because it's supposed to, because it's the right thing to do, because it's the moral thing to do, not because there's a great
Mhm.
powerful thing that's going to punish us forever in the afterlife. That we should be good to each other just because we should, and not because we're afraid of eternal damnation.
Mhm.
That was Gore the God versus fucking point.
Mhm. Mhm. Well,
Yeah,
we are. It's something that we argued about a while back.
yeah.
Me, you, Brendan, Vinny. We talked about source material, like going back to the comics. A lot of these guys are making these movies and not even going to source material at all. They're trying to just write screenplays that I guess fit the non-comic reader or make sense to somebody that has never picked up a Thor comic before in your life. I just think that at some point when you see these movies flopping like this, like you have to go back to source material at some point. Like, am I tripping? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like,
No, see, here's the thing, bro. I don't think so. This is it. It comes down to this, bro. It's not that they can't do it because they have the means to do it,
yeah,
but I just think they won't do it because they're trying to prove a fucking point. And the point that they're trying to prove is we can do well without it. We need to prove that we can write stories just as good
mm-mm-mm.
or better. You know what I mean?
And that's where
That's
they
what they,
fuck up.
and this
That's
is
where
what
they
they've
fuck
been doing.
up, bro.
But here's the thing, and I'm hoping that they are learning because the people have spoke and the
Yeah.
people continue to speak because
Yeah.
this last phase has been so lackluster that people are completely checking out. From when's there, all right, when has there been the last $1 billion Marvel film was what? Now, the first thing people are going to say is the wrong answer. What was the since this seat? I'm talking about this phase, the last $1 billion film. Which was what
Shit.
was it?
Wakanda Forever
None.
didn't make it. Was it No Way Home? And that wasn't even an MCU film.
It wasn't an
Um.
MCU film. It was
Right.
Sony that
It was
made that.
Sony.
Now, it was again. It was it no.
But what
So
about
basically,
the
that
first
wasn't a
Black
Marvel
Panther? Right.
property. That was Sony. So
Mhm.
when during this particular phase has it been $1 billion? And here's the thing:
They
Oh
didn't.
yeah.
I
we're
think
not saying
closest was Wakanda.
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 And we're not saying
That
that
did like
you
900.
have to make $1
900.
billion, but we have seen that they have benchmarked with their films. They have come close to it. And it's not even about the money, it's about source material. It's not source material, but about content, writing, great content, consistency, and whether or not these films are cohesively tied together. We haven't gotten that. And one of the reasons why as much as I do not want the Marvels to fail, it's going to fail, bro. It is. It's going to fail. And I don't want it to, but it is because of how the film is being looked at, how it's been treated. Again, there has to be something that rewrites the ship. And hopefully it happens soon. Hopefully it can happen with, after Loki and
Mm-hmm.
after they've got this clean slate
Mm-hmm.
of saying we're going to go back and do a fresh reboot because again, we know that now here's the thing, they're talking about using the Secret Wars to do it.
Mm-hmm.
How far down the line is Secret Wars right now?
Shit. 8 years. 7 years.
Y'all gonna wait that long to reboot?
Dog. And then I want the Marvels to be a good movie, right? But the critics are saying already that it's not, and then they're saying that they did a lot of rewrites, they were supposed to use Marvel with the NECA
Yeah.
bands. They took him out the equation.
Can't
They
have
took
dudes in it.
Quasar out the equation. I'm like, damn. So
Mhm.
how are you gonna explain where the NECA bands came from? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Non-existent.
Dude, like I don't want the Marvels to fail, bro. I don't. But man, listen.
It's a tough pill to
I see
swallow,
an
bro.
iceberg in the water, bro, and they're about to hit that bitch.
I don't know. We
And
might get
the
it.
frustrating part is, if it does, it won't be because it was bad. It'll be because men are chauvinists. It's like there's billions of
Yep.
women too. All right, so if it's because men ain't going to see
Yeah.
this movie, where are the women
Yep.
going to see the movie at? It's like you can't just
It's
blame. You can't just blame misogynist men when you female-driven
When
movies
the
that
women don't want
aren't
to see
well
either.
done don't
Right.
do well.
Right.
Because the ones that are done well, we all rave about. You can't say men won't support Marvel if it's a female lead when most people's favorite Disney Plus show has been WandaVision.
Because it's been leaked that Marvel was supposed to be in the movie, and he's supposed to get the history of the NECA bands, where they came from, and they wiped all that out, dude. So I'm like, wow. So
they didn't want her powers to come from a man.
From a man, I guess. I don't know, dude. Like that's crazy to me,
I don't know, bro. It's definitely going to be interesting to see. Who knows? We will just have to basically sit back.
We're gonna see it. I
Gotta
want
see
it to. I want it to be successful. I want
Me
it.
too.
I want it to be
I'm gonna go
good.
see it first day.
Not successful just to be successful. I want to enjoy it. I want to be
Yeah, I wanna
entertained. I
enjoy
want
it.
it to be good.
Exactly.
But I want them to make films for the right reasons too. I want don't just make
And then
it
they
a
show
chick flick
and
just to make
look,
it a chick flick. Make
they
it
show
good.
the Bifrost. They show the Bifrost. So maybe Thor makes an appearance, or maybe it's Valkyrie. It'd probably be Valkyrie.
Yeah,
So,
that would probably be more likely.
It'd probably be Valkyrie. They show the Bifrost. They show somebody in the Bifrost holding something. So it could be Valkyrie. It could be Thor. You don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
We'll see. We just have to basically see. But I don't want people to get their hopes up high, thinking that we're going to see Thor. It could be something totally different
it's
and
something
misdirect.
totally different, right?
Yeah. So we
Right.
just please don't get your
Yeah.
hopes up. It could be something totally different. Hell, I'd be happy if it was something different and decent, but
Me
we
too.
don't
Me
know.
too.
We just have to wait. Even
Look
if
how
it
they did
was,
this with. Look how they did this with Black Panther. Everybody thought
yeah,
that
bro.
Hawk was running in the field, and they took it out and
Yeah.
put in the fucking Hawk Buster. So I mean,
Bro, like I
come
said,
on.
so many opportunities. Even I mean, I want a beta rebuild. I want there's so many things that I want to see.
Yo,
And
Beta Ray Bill's being slept on by Marvel. I
yeah,
don't
bro.
know why, dog.
Hmm.
I don't know why, yo.
CGI.
The
You think,
cost to do
but
it.
they show his face in freaking
Yeah,
Ragnarok as one of the
yeah.
Yeah.
champions.
Because I
Yeah.
mean, that's what they do when they don't want to use it. They just throw it as an
So
Easter
what it
egg, so
is.
that
Come
way
on,
Just
you'll
like
be
bro.
they
like,
did
"Oh, we did it."
with Eternity, bro.
Yeah.
They made it
Yeah,
a
bro.
worshiping
Like,
statue,
come
bro, like a
on,
prayer stone.
man.
Basically it's like a here, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, we'll just have to see. Hopefully, Thor 5 would be decent. I'm sorry, I love you, Tycho, but I don't want you to touch it. That's just my opinion. Sorry. Just move on
Hell
from it.
no.
Give us
Hell
something
no.
else. Moving on. Let's get to this right here, really quick here. And so
Game of the year.
we're talking Spider-Man to Jason. I'm gonna start with you because here's the thing: I have to live vicariously through you guys right now because I
Please
haven't
no
touched the
spoilers. I
game
just
yet.
started it.
Don't spoil it. Definitely don't spoil
Oh
it.
man,
But
bro.
what I want to ask you, what I
Oh,
all I
all
want to
right. I won't
ask
say
you
nothing. Dang.
is with this game, just like I said,
Mhm.
does it live up to the hype and does it exceed the last game, the
I
first game?
I think it's to me, it's a 10 out of 10. I think it overdoes the last one like
Mhm.
by like 10 million to 1. And versus the graphics, the gameplay, how loose Spider-Man is, like as far as like when you want him to jump and do flips off the building, bro, you could tap, you stick at that PS5, his ass is out. So you got a lot. It's a lot of like his body is more fluent, and the graphics are amazing, dude. I'm trying not to give this shit away because the first 5 minutes of the game, you're fighting a big bad, and it's off the chain, dog. As
Yeah.
soon as the boy goes to school to work, you got
Hmm.
something happening right then. It's off the chain. You got that far, Vinny?
Yeah.
Okay, I can talk
Yeah.
about that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, Sandman, yo,
Yeah.
yo, off the rip. Sandman
Yeah.
is a beast. And you know what? He looks
I
like the
know. I
one
know
that Sam
everybody knows
Raimi.
he's in this. So Jay, I'll just tell you, I'm up to Craven's. When Craven showed up, that's how far I am.
Oh, I'm past that. I'm past that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
nothing
I
about that.
figured. I'm only
Yeah,
like
I'm
I
past
said,
that.
I'm early in, but that's how
Dude,
far I've seen.
bruh. But the Sandman scene, as soon as the show, the damn game starts, Miles is in class, Peter's a substitute, a new teacher, and they got an emergency, got to leave class. Dog, dealing with Sandman for that first run of the game, for that first almost 45 minutes of playing that jump, at dying and coming back dying. The Sandman is like the Sam Raimi Sandman. He's fucking huge, dog. And the way he could make himself like double himself out, it's phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. The way they
Yeah.
did New York, like it's like experiencing New York. Like the city
Mm.
scenes, the reflections on the windows, like
It's definitely a
dude,
graphic improvement.
dog, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Easily game of the year. Easily game of the year, bro.
See,
Game of the
that's
year. Game of the year, bro.
which again, I'll
With a
have a
twist,
chance.
with a
Yeah.
twist on the Venom character. With a big twist on the Venom character, bro.
I'm
All
Twist.
right.
also loving the emotional beats in the scene too. Like I'm not even far in it, and there's some
Mhm.
scenes that are just like, yo, this is like film quality drama
Film
and emotion.
quality. Yo,
Yeah,
this could be a movie.
could
This
be
could
more.
Yeah.
be a movie. Marvel won't go this way.
Sony won't.
Marvel won't do this because the Venom suit has the spider on it, so Marvel won't do it. We can't
Yeah.
have him related. We can't have Venom connected to Peter Parker in any way. So we'll make our dumbass Venom movie. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
dude? You can
Yeah.
make this a movie and it'll make $1 billion.
Yeah.
Trust, Trust me, dog.
Eddie said Symbiote Spidey be talking a whole lot of shit.
Hell, dog, you can
Bro,
see it.
and that Craven introduction is like that's who Craven is, not a
Hell,
werelion.
yeah.
yeah,
Dude,
bro. Yeah.
that Craven introduction is a beast, dog.
It's like
But when,
that's how he gets down. That's what he
right,
does. Like you don't need to
right,
make it.
right,
It's
dude.
so frustrating. It's like
But
how
when
that's just always the way, y'all. Like
dude,
animation
they
and
blow
video
it
games, they allow to like just straight up out of
right.
comics, and when it gets to Hollywood, every suit got to be like, nah, that's cool, but we got to put our stamp on it and make it ours.
Dude, the video games and the comic, the video games follow the comics to the T, except for the little twist with Venom in this game. But other than that, bro, like this game could be a movie and make $1 billion.
Damn, late bloomer said I'm on my second playthrough. It's crack.
Yeah, you already beat it. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
bro. He told us last week that he beat the game, bro.
damn.
He beat the game the first week it was released. He played the whole way fucking through, bro.
Yo,
I was like, God damn.
Yeah, that's somebody.
Like, he
You know
did.
what? He ignores everybody getting mugged on the street. Is like, I ain't got time for your ass.
yeah, he had to. Cause bro, even going through like the Sandman shit, it's like people will they got side mission here, side mission here. I'm like, damn, let me get back to Sandman.
Yeah,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Bro,
Yeah.
the game, and then when Peter get that Venom suit, his whole attitude changes, bro. Like he's a
Late bloomer
complete
said 100% all trophy.
dude, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Yeah, I can't stop and do that, bro. He played the whole joint. That's
Whole
what's
joint.
up.
Man,
I gotta go back.
Yeah.
When I beat this thing, I'm gonna play it again too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Dr. Nitty said Craven is a fucking beast.
He
that's
is a beast.
this is my Craven. The way
Yo,
this
Doc.
game does it, that's my
Yo,
Craven.
Doc,
That's how he should
this
be.
Craven is from the comics.
This Craven
dog.
ain't 20 years old.
Nah.
Where lion, Vinny.
Nah. Where line?
Bro, that's
The
what
where
they
line.
put him in this movie. Yo. In that movie, that's what they made him, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking funny. Where lion.
That by line.
I did not at Renz Tarantino. Yeah, definitely, bro.
Oh man, bro.
The thing is that what I'm loving about the game, from what I'm hearing, and again, I don't worry about spoilers because, like I said, I'm gonna have a different, but we're not gonna talk about it. But I'm just saying, there's always a difference for me, and when I play it, like I'm gonna get like a certain feel from it. But even looking at this Craven, it's fucking badass, bro. Like, look at that.
This Craven's a beast, bro. That's how he should be in the movie. But we'll never get that. We'll never get that. We got the Craven where he works for Peter. So we got Peter Craven.
I mean, the thing is, I'm hearing across the board, everybody's talking about this game like, it took the world by storm, bro. Like, and and everybody's saying like this is basically a definite. It's exceeded the expectations, and people are loving it. So, and I was talking to Brendan the other day. He was like, they even teased a Daredevil game eventually.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh shit. And I keep
got
forgetting
Logan too.
We got Logan coming soon. So
and this is in the same world. It's in the same world.
bro. What the fuck?
That Logan game's been quiet because that was announced years ago.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely been quiet.
It's been 3 years now. It's been 3 years now.
They probably waiting. There's probably something they just waiting to the proper time to do it. I just got that feeling, bro. But shit,
doing that program and stuff, bro. Like those renders take forever, B.
Yeah.
I don't care how big, how much memory, how big that modem is, how much that shit takes forever, dog. For renders for this one sequence, it might take like 2-3 days, dog. Because they have to go back and say if something went wrong with it, they got to go back and fix that part and then render it again. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So that junk is it's a process, bro. And you gotta give even with the dust, that's a render by itself. It's so much that go into these games, bro. Like I feel what they go through with trying to get them out. You know what I mean? For the different consoles and IPs that people want them, you know what I'm saying? But it takes so long. But you can see the difference from the first game to this, but just the reflection of light, the how their uniforms get wet, and you see them drying off like when you're flying through. But it's so much that goes into the details of these games, bro. It's ridiculous. This game is to me, yo, 10 out of 10 straight up, bro. Like this game is off the chain, bro. I
See, the
love it.
thing is, I can't wait to go and get all the skins, bro. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Is I
Yeah,
want
but
all the skins, bro.
did you get the ultimate version? Because they give you what, 4? I think it's
Yeah,
4
I got
minimum.
the regular launch edition, but I figured whatever I didn't get, you can always buy them in
You can
DLC
buy them
later.
later, but I think I got like off rip. I think I got like
And
4.
honestly,
4
I
for
love getting the
Spider-Man,
different skins
4
too, but yo, the OG suits
Miles.
are just so
The
dope.
OG suits. That's
Like
that's
I already
yeah,
have the
bro.
OG.
OG suit on, so I'm good. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I'm fine with
yeah,
that. Like
yeah. I
I'll
got the
switch
OG on
up
mine.
Miles a little bit here and there, but the
Hmm.
OG suits are just fire to me,
Yeah,
especially
Yo,
because
Miles got that Logan suit, that red and black joint.
yeah, it's I love
yeah,
it. Just
yeah,
incredible.
Miles got the red and black OG Logan suit. It's
yeah.
fire, bro. Like the
Definitely.
game is dope.
I can't wait, bro. Like that's I can't. Everybody's co-signing it, so I can't wait to just sit down and play it, bro. It's
Bro,
just
you even see
Absolutely.
the bodegas, bro. You see like the mom and pop shops. Like this, the details is it's stupid,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Good
Well,
game.
yeah, hell yeah, man. I cannot wait to play this game anyway, man.
Mhm.
It's
Brooklyn
again.
Bridge. Oh no, that's
A lot
that's
of people have been
Watch
saying
them.
like just again because you know what we do when we play the game, we swing around just for a little bit just to try to
A lot of
like
it.
look at spots. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like the Barclays Center is there, bro. You can actually see
Barclays
that,
Center, the
Hmm.
bro.
Brooklyn Bridge, George
Even
Washington
Biggie's
Bridge.
memorial is in there, bro.
Yep,
I was
yep,
like, get the fuck,
yep,
like,
yep.
yo,
They got
it,
the flowers and everything. Yeah, that it's
yeah,
dope, bro. It's
yeah.
dope.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. I
It's
cannot
dope.
wait. I cannot wait
It's dope.
to play this game. It's gonna definitely be incredible, man.
Hmm.
But anyway, great show tonight, man. Like we did cover a lot. Great conversation with everybody. Thank you guys for basically being here, everybody out in the chat. It's been such an amazing show. Jason, what you got coming up, bro?
Like I said, I'm still working on this little side venture I got going on. Waiting for my little LLC to pop on in here, and then I'll be full speed ahead with that.
Hell yeah,
I'm
bro. Cause this
I'm
right, you
waiting.
retired now. You ready to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. I'm chilling now. I'm chilling. I paid off that Batmobile,
Which one?
the Jazz Inc.
Which version? 89 or
No. The Batman.
oh the
The
Batman oh
paid
yeah,
that joint
I
on. So that
was,
should be
but I had
shipping
to
soon.
yeah, I had to yeah, there
I
had to be
seen Bob
sacrifices.
Dylan's today. I said, "Oh my god, I cannot wait to get that thing on the shelf, bro."
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
that I got that coming soon. Figure wise, let me see what did I get. I haven't ordered anything. I got Electro coming, and I didn't get the Goblin. I didn't get Green Goblin or Dot Ock, bro. I didn't. I don't know. I like mine. Did you order those too?
Nah, I got the Toys Era version, bro, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm good. That face he got on
Yeah.
that hot toy, he look goofy as hell. Like
Yeah. I got the Toys
I
Era
don't want
version,
that.
so I
Yeah,
say the only goblin that I wanted though was the Hobo Goblin. So that
yeah,
version
I'm
I
getting that
wanted.
with the ripped up
Yeah,
hoodie.
that's the only
Yeah, I'm getting
version that
that
I
one.
wanted.
I'm getting
That
that one.
one and of course Electro, but other than that, I'm good. I'm
Yeah, I got
straight.
Electro should be here Friday,
Yeah.
and that's all I ordered recently, bro. I got so many figures, bro. I can't believe putting this stuff back together, bro. I have 372 figures.
Mm.
Unbelievable, bro. I might sell like a few. I have a
I
couple
don't
doubles
even
I
want to
might give
count.
away.
I don't want to
Yeah,
count.
372, bro. Putting this up and it was fun. And I kept telling myself, I get it done in a week. I get done in a week. I get done in a week. Man, it took me like a month and 3 days to put
Yeah.
everything back up,
See,
bro.
I'm not counting shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not counting. I don't want to know a damn thing. I don't want to know how much any of Toya made me mad. Like, bro, 2 weeks ago when she looked at the shelf, she looked at the actual Costa shelf that I got down at the Costa case.
Yeah,
She looked
yeah.
at every figure. She said, "Yo, you got over $6,000 in that shelf, you know?" And I was
Yep.
like, "Why did you say that?"
Yeah. I don't want to hear your
I was like,
numbers.
"I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear numbers, man." You know what I mean?
You
Hearing
know, you know,
numbers, like I don't want to. You think, bro? You think Vinny goes around the room and counts how many? You know what I mean?
comic books?
How many
Nah,
holes he got in the
nah,
room?
nah.
No, he don't count. Like, you know what I mean,
Mm-mm.
it's just how many holes that be in that
It's like
room.
it's X. It's unknown.
That's unknown.
That's where X comes from. That's why it's
But
associated.
do you know did you insure your shit yet? You can insure it.
What?
Your figures and stuff. All your
Oh yeah.
collections.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
did it already?
It's a must.
Yeah, I did
Because
mine. I
basically,
did mine.
and here's the thing is because it's almost that you can't really even insure it with your house.
Yeah, it's
It has
separate.
to be
Mine is
separate.
separate.
It has
Yeah,
to be
mine is
separate.
separate.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because I
definitely.
had I had it with my old house. It was combined, right? So when I got this one, they was like, "Oh hell no, no, we don't cover
These
collectibles, sir. You have
motherfuckers is
to
good.
get that." I'm like, "Damn, okay, bitch. All right, I got you." So I went to USAA and got mine from the military. I got the coverage.
Yeah.
Said, "Fuck y'all. I'm raw and raunchy tonight."
Yeah. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
He said, "It sure these nuts."
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Yeah, definitely, man. Anyway, Jay, thank you for being here.
No doubt, boy. I
Vinny,
love
what's
y'all
going
boys,
on with you,
man.
man?
Yo, I'm hyped. Tomorrow's the last day of October.
I know you happy.
It's
You
that
already got
wait.
something for it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's
You already
that wait.
drew it.
That
You already
mug.
drew it.
Yeah, I did. I was off today because it rained, so I was like,
Oh,
let me get the final October done, and if
yeah.
you get it done, now you can get Spidey. So I got that done and got Spidey. Went to the printer, so I was ready for
Dude.
the con this weekend, and then went and got Spidey because I wanted to wait until October was done before I got Spidey because I knew I'd be just tempted to play instead of draw, and so I was
Mhm.
disciplined. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna wait. So that's why I didn't get it last weekend. So hype for that. That's out the way. So next week I'll probably throw up a few more Inktober's from the last time I
Mm.
did. So I'll show you guys some of my favorites since like the midway mark when I brought it up and showed some last time, and I got some prints of them done too. So of course, anybody ever wants any originals from October or prints from October, just hit me up. All of them are on my IG. So I'm excited that is all wrapped up. I have some more art projects coming up, but they won't be on a deadline like October was. I have J1 Con coming up this weekend, so if you're in the Atlantic City area, come holler at me. I'm in table F17. I'm
Mm.
excited for that, so that should be fun. Another con in the books is always, adventure is always crazy. It's always fun talking to fans and talking shop with, other attendees at the cons. And other than that, this week I will be just diving in more to Spidey 2. And, when we have the penultimate Loki, and then of course Invincible on Friday. So it's a chill but busy week. So
Mhm.
busy in a good way, busy with fun stuff instead of work stuff. It shouldn't be too heavy of a work week. So I look forward to filling up that time with more fun stuff to dive into. So I'm excited for this week coming up.
Bro, I gotta say one thing to you, bro. That's that scratcher you did on the turntables.
Oh yeah, the itchy and scratchy joint.
That's,
Thank you, bro.
bro, that shit is dope, bro. I'm gonna have to
Thank
get
you.
that one from you, dog.
Got you.
I haven't talked to you about that one. I
All right,
need that.
cool. Got you. Yeah, like
That thing is
I,
fire, bro.
there's a few this month that I was pretty proud of how it turned out. That one was really fun to
Mm-hmm.
do because
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
growing
Mm-hmm.
up with Tom and Jerry, it was always funny
Yep.
watching them do the
Itchy
like
and
the
scratchy.
play off of it with Itchy and Scratchy on The
Yeah.
Simpsons.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like to so I had to do a little when I seen Scratchy, like that was the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, all right, I'm like watching. I'm gonna make him be a DJ, and I got now it's just like how am I gonna work Itchy into it, and I was like, all right, just have
You
him
killed
take to
it.
the joint.
You killed it,
So
bro.
that's the fun part of the Inktober. It just
Mm-hmm.
lets you be creative and just come up with fun shit, and then
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you get it out of your head on the paper, man. The fun stuff,
Oh yeah.
heavy month, lots of them, but rear view now. Now I get to just
No,
31 piece.
the one you did with the shorty with the cars. That was from a
Yeah,
movie.
it's from a music video. Remember Paul Abdul, Rush?
Oh snap!
And then remember a young Keanu Reeves was in that.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I flipped
yeah.
it and just made it John Wick Keanu Reeves because remember they had that
Oh,
drag race where like the homeboy uh went off the cliff and then he got the girl. Like Keanu Reeves was trying to get this dude's girl, so they had like a little drag race, and
Mhm.
Paul Abdul was like waving the flag and they ran, and then Keanu dipped out the car before it went off the cliff, and the other dude
That's
didn't, and
dope.
then he stole his girl. That shit was always hilarious to me because man just like died because he didn't want to lose, and then Keanu was like, "Mr. Steal your girl," after like, and it didn't take her no time either. She was like, "Oh, anyways, where are we going for dinner?" Yeah,
Yeah.
she was right with him right away. So so I just made that John Wick Keanu instead of young Keanu, and then just had
Yeah,
to
that was
be
dope.
the street race and put him in this Mustang.
Yeah, that was definitely dope. Everybody out there, make sure if you haven't already, did he freeze
He's
again?
froze again, bro.
He's froze again. Make
Or he's lost in
sure,
thought.
always lost in thought. Make sure that if you haven't already, head over there to Vincent Dunn Art on Instagram. The link to his store is actually in the bio, so make sure that you actually do that. Again, thank you so much for that, bro. And let me see here. I think we got Jay right here back. We did get him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you, bro. The way you was froze, it looked like you was saying prune juice. But anyway,
I
thank you.
probably was. I guess so.
But anyway, man, thank y'all for being here. It's been a great show. What do we got? We got Say What Wednesday. So we're going to talk about the both. Again, So Toys basically released the Blade figure, so we saw that, and also we have to talk about again the war between two companies, just to basically see who won and did it best. We're going to talk about those things. We do have, again, Figure Flex Friday this Friday. I don't know when we're going to do another episode of Scoundrels. I got to basically find out because Mario, I know he's been busy. So I'll find out and we'll get the information out there. But again, appreciate everybody out there for stopping through. It's been such a great show. We're going to end it tonight on a great show itself. And again, yeah, thank y'all for coming. It's been a great one. Until next time, peace out. We'll see you again next week. Same time, same channel. Let's get it going. We out.